Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zemo, the dad in DPS, and today we're back with another episode of The Good, The Scrap, and The Script. And at the moment, it seems like all the weapons I'm reviewing, Kenobi's given me. This is pretty much another one of those days. And this is a weapon I've been trying to make for a while now. And I've spent a lot of modules trying to get this weapon, and then he just shows up and is like, I found this. Here you go. Anyway guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll get to see what this weapon is. Now, Kenobi keeps telling me that he is basically farming videos out of me because he wants me to review things. And fair enough, fair enough. This is Big Bad Rads. Now, this is a two-shot explosive, action point cost, Radium rifle. This is my ideal role, my god role, my freaking Roman Empire. This is literally something that I have wanted for the longest time. I love two-shot, I love explosive, I love Meow Mix, please deliver. This is exactly what I want in a weapon and exactly what I wanted to have, so I am very happy to be testing this and very happy to show you that the Radium rifle is fun to use. Now, I'm going to say this flat out, two-shot explosive is not the best combination in the game, I just really like it. Either way guys, let's see what build I'm using. So, this is the build we're using now. It's a slight different one from the handmade video that we did recently. This is optimizing more explosion related stuff. I could put Grenadier on here, but the main reason with Grenadier is that that makes the explosion closer to me. And with this weapon, it's a lot more deadly because of the radiation. So I kind of don't want to put that on, but it is something you could put on when using this weapon. Now, I know I'm going to get some comments about explosion effect and stealth doesn't work together. It does. It's just, you know, you need to be careful with it, and most enemies are instantly wiped off the face of the earth in the first place. So you're seeing, like, this thing is obscene. Like, the damage it does is just so good. And this is against enemies that the radiation damage doesn't really do anything, because these guys are immune to it. And you're seeing, like, if they get too close, I damage myself with radiation. And this is the thing, like, you're not getting, like, the absolute pinnacle of stealth damage out of it. But you are gonna get stealth damage out of it. You are gonna be able to get some attacks of opportunity and surprise attacks on enemies. And it's just a very good weapon for, like, stealthing around, because you kill things so quickly that they don't really get a chance to discover that you're there in the first place. Now, is it optimized? No, not at all. But is it effective? Yes. Yes, it is. I absolutely adore the Radium rifle. And as I said, like, these guys aren't getting the radiation damage out of this. They are just dying to the sheer ballistic damage of this thing. And it's just very good at what it does. It's one of those very underrated rifles. And this is why I like two-shot explosive. It's a very underrated combination of effect. At one point in the game, it was the pinnacle of damage. You know, you would go for two-shot explosive over bloodied, because it was just so much more powerful and more capable of taking down enemies than anything else. And it's fallen out of, you know, favour since then, because it's been nerfed on more than one occasion, I'm fairly certain. But I still adore it. I adore the way that the effect works. I love the fact that you have multiple shots coming out of your gun at the one time. Just the idea of it is what makes it one of my favourite effects in the game. Albeit not the best. Like, I would still say that if this was a bloodied explosive, that it's going to be doing more damage. But this is a fun way to use it. It's definitely a fun way to use it. And two shots are really good with using the suppressor perk. On this type, well, on any weapon, two shot is typically better when you're using, like, a cripple limb perk, because you're getting multiple hits in that can cripple. So this is really good for crippling, like, super mutants and everything else in the game. And it has some niche kind of interactions. There's also always the chance that two-shot gets buffed in the future and ends up back on top. But I would never recommend you use two-shot on its own. I think it has to be in tandem with explosive to make it viable. And with the Super Mutants dead, we head to the big kahuna himself, Jeff. Now let's see how this does. That is a full clip, and he's down to like 75% health. And dead. Yeah, I mean, it works really well. And with the death of Jeff, we are here with the Marlark Queen. And yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm waiting for her to... Yeah, I'm in stealth. I'm really confused there. Waiting for her to move away because I want to get as much time as possible shooting at her legs. Now you're seeing the damage we do on her is very, very good. Because that radiation damage is also racking up on her in comparison to on Jeff. And yeah, she goes down fairly damn quick. Finally, we come to the last test of this weapon, and that is obviously expeditions. Now, when it comes to these tests, I always say that I'm looking at how easy it is to get my ammo back. Now, these little buggers have just been regenerating health, and you're seeing, with one clip, I have managed to annihilate 4 of them. So we've used 25 rounds, and we're getting a crap load back. This is very viable in here, and I don't know if radiation damage does like extra damage to the overgrown, because they seem to be really weak to like random things, but if it does, great, because they need to die. I hate them. They're like really annoying. Like genuinely hate the overgrown. They're one of the most annoying weapon types, enemy types in the game. I don't know what it is about them. I just don't like them. Now, as you're seeing, like we are somehow, oh no, we've finally been broken out of stealth, and this is where the trouble might come in, because I am squishy as crap because I don't have anything on to stop me from not being squishy. But your main problem against these guys is going to be the pollinators. They like to essentially stop me from being able to kill their little friends, but at the same time, you're seeing that we managed to kill them quite effectively. Now, I'm going to go back into stealth mode, and we're going to go up against some humans. And you're seeing, it's very similar results to when we used a handmaid. It's only taken like 2 or 3 shots to kill these guys, and that is always good. Like, that is always good. If we're able to kill these enemies relatively quickly, then it's always a very good thing. And you're seeing, like, against large groups of them, they just get completely annihilated fairly quickly. I think this weapon is just very good at what it does, and if you do get one of these, I would heavily recommend you use it, even if you're not using it in stealth. It would be effective. But what I would say, if you're using it out of stealth, be very, very careful, because any melee enemies that you come across are going to run at you, and probably you're going to irradiate yourself. So there is the kind of problem with that. Irradiating your own feet and melting them off is not a good idea. So that was today's video. Now, obviously, I have been looking for this specific weapon for a while, so I am elated, and I think it's the dog's bollocks. I absolutely love it. I think it's great. But what I will say is radium rifles aren't as strong as their older brothers, and the 2-shot explosive combination isn't as strong as it used to be. But at the same time, it's very, very effective, especially on a bloodied build in general. I would say that on my full health build, yeah, it's not going to be as effective, but it's still going to do some major damage and take out quite a lot of enemies. But I wanted to see the kind of limits of what I could pull with this, and I'm absolutely happy with it. Either way, guys, if you've got any video suggestions or weapons you'd like to see, definitely leave them down in the comments below. And with that, we'll just say like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time in the wasteland.
Through the dark, moonlight's dimly shining, a shadow creeping. Feel your hearts entwining, a twisted mind, seeking prey to devour. In the dead of the night, he gains more power. His bloodshot eyes, the fire burning within, a predator lurking ready to commit his sin. He moves in silence, you can't hear a sound, chasing shadows, hunting till you're found. Chasing shadows, he's the hunter in the night.